Whoa. What the heck?
The power of friendship. I was looking at the cosmetics. Yo, what's up?
Hey.
It's been a second, and I
It has.
haven't seen this yet, to be honest. I've been so occupied.
Either. Thank God.
Wait, how much is this hat? Oh, are you serious? It's so cheap. That's crazy.
How much?
Oh, thanks, buddy. Oh, sweet. I just got an iced coffee. Oh, my bad. My family just walked in the door right just now.
No worries.
Oh, thank you.
That one suits you. Yeah, that's good.
Your cosmetics have been the same for literally forever, I feel like. It's awesome.
That's right. I never change.
I've been trying to keep mine the same, but they keep coming out with such cool stuff.
Yeah, and it's so tempting not to change.
Definitely. Yo, so first off, I gotta say, it's great to see you. It's been like probably...
Hey, it's great to see you too. It's been too long.
Yeah, a really long time since we've chatted in-game.
Yeah.
But thanks for taking the time to do this. I know we've kind of like had a hit or miss situation going, playing interview phone tag.
Yep.
But it's all good. We live on the opposite sides of the world, so it's totally understandable.
Exactly. We're here now, so that's good.
Definitely. Yo, so, I mean, how have you been? What's new?
I've been good. I've just been doing my Twitch stuff and preparing for next year because I'm doing the Air Force in Australia.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's nothing like too big, but like that's all I've been doing.
Just a heads up, I'm gonna probably be like very ominously just staring directly at you for, footage sake.
That's all right.
But so wait, tell me more about so you've been Twitch streaming, and I did catch the Twitch stream the other day, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about it, because I find it super interesting.
Yeah, so it's just the Microsoft Flight Simulator community, and I stopped Gorilla Tag for a bit. I'm coming back this week or next week, but I just decided to get into the Flight Sim community because it's a very close, like, family community. It's very realistic. You have to use all these real rules from the real world and talk to these controllers and all these different pilots flying along. There's thousands of people on the network online, like, every day. But it's really fun. I'm really enjoying it.
That is so cool. I gotta have mad respect for any community that's like big and active like that. But like that one in particular, you're right. Like, it's so real world, so real. I've played it briefly, and it's so sick. It's so cool.
It's so realistic.
Have any relation to your Air Force decision?
Sort of. I've been a flight simulator and aviation lover for like years, and because I want to do air traffic control, in the tower, telling the planes where to go. And the Air Force, they have a program, and I can join it and do the training for it, and it also pays pretty great as well. That
is so cool. Super, really, like, I don't think anybody in the Gorilla Tag community knows this about me, but I actually went through Marine Corps boot camp.
Oh, really? When was that?
This was a long time ago. This is like 15 years ago. And
oh, wow.
I actually was injured, and I was like just shy of like the very end of it, and I got an honorable discharge right at the end.
Yeah, that sucks.
But
what kind of job were you doing in there?
Funny you should ask. I was actually going to be an aviation mechanic.
Oh, that's sick.
That's actually so cool, though. I'm glad to hear that you're like making some big moves in the real world. Besides.
Yeah, I'm really pumped for it.
Okay, so for the sorry, I'm like hyped.
Yeah, it's alright.
Okay, so for the interview itself, I mean, we kind of already chatted about some cool stuff, but I have some super basic questions, and the first one, which I love to ask, is how did you first get into VR, and how did you first discover Gorilla Tag?
Ooh, okay. Well, I think I'm pretty sure I was like 17 at the time. My boyfriend at the time, he had an Oculus Rift. It was a really old headset, so I would borrow it occasionally. And I stumbled across this YouTuber called jmancurly, which everyone knows, of course. And I started watching his Gorilla Tag videos, and I'm like, okay, I'll check this game out. And I just jumped on in, and it seemed like an okay community at the start. And of course, there's other problems, but yeah, I got into the game pretty early, maybe August, the first year it came out. And yeah, that's all really it.
Nice. Okay, that's a pretty cool first experience. What was the first headset that you personally owned?
I still haven't announced what I'm currently using. It is the Oculus Quest 2, Meta Quest 2. I don't know what they call it now.
Nice. And what would you say is your preferred headset to play on?
I have tried the what's the Steam one?
The Index?
Yeah, I've tried the Index. I think I like that a lot more than the Quest, but the Quest is just, it's more portable and it's easy to use, it's quicker, so I'm kind of like balancing it.
I get you.
They're both pretty good.
Have you tried a Quest 3 yet?
No, I haven't. Not yet.
That's what I'm on right now, and I'll tell you, for content, it's the way to go. For gameplay, oh man, I'll be running crazy, and then all of a sudden it'll be like, see, just lose tracking and catapult you off a tree.
Yeah, I've really wanted to try it. I know my friend who lives near me has one, and he's just said it's really good. I need to try it. Yeah.
So, all right. Australia is like super, super similar in a lot of ways to like a lot of the more Western, like just every general, like well-populated area of the world. How much more difficult is it to obtain certain things like VR headsets and stuff? Is it about the same as like just going to the store and grabbing it, or?
Sometimes. It depends what part of Australia you live in, of course. If you're on the eastern side, you can of course obtain a lot more stuff quicker because the eastern side is facing, we got Mexico, America, Canada, it's facing all of that side. And because I live on the western side, so it's complete opposite. So it takes another week to get to us. So as for VR headsets though, I've had to just order it online, like Amazon and eBay, because you can't really get them in store. It's a bit harder, and it's more expensive as well.
Okay, that's interesting. Because I know a couple people from Australia. Actually, one of my oldest gaming friends, Caveman Dan, he's a friend from Steam that I've been friends with for almost as long as I've had my Steam account. My Steam account's like 20 years old. So. Oh
wow.
Yeah, and it's crazy, yeah. So I've known and been friends with somebody from Australia for that long, and so it's cool that you're another Australian friend. And
that's right.
You know externally, right? Do you know Wilbur?
Yes, I know Wilbur.
So Wilbur's another Australian friend.
Yeah, that's right. Wilbur actually lives like pretty close to me as well.
Oh, that's crazy. What are the odds?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so let's see. Another question. Hold on. My brain is functioning so great right now.
All good.
Okay, I totally remember. I grabbed my phone and just that action made me remember. Do you have one extremely memorable moment from your Gorilla Tag or like VR career that stands out that you want to talk about?
I mean, it's a bit obvious. You know, the whole Echo situation, I guess.
Yeah, elaborate on that for me.
That's probably
I know the
biggest thing that's happened. Yeah, it was really just two kids who obviously said they lived near me when they didn't, and they found my main Instagram, and they had actually contacted a few of my friends on there. I didn't know about this until later on, of course. They finally got to one of them, and they sent me images of like my profile, and then they claimed that they have all these pictures of me, and to try and like player tracking, it was a bit easier to do back then, of course. Well, and it kind of still is today, but they would player track me around, Gorilla Tag a lot, especially in 2021 when I started, of course. And yeah, they would say they have these pictures of me and that they live near me and they're tracking me, and they would send a lot of these threats, death threats, and only later found out, of course, that they don't live near me, and it was just them grabbing my information off like people that followed me on Instagram.
Oh jeez. So all right, I watched J-Man's recent video about the echoghost. were they the ones? Just remind me, because were they the ones like portraying as the Echo Ghost, or was that?
Oh, so it was their two names were Azel and PBUV, not the real PBUV, of course. But I had to change my name kind of and disguise like my own look. Like I would be my purple monkey. So I changed to the blue with the sun hat and just kept my name as Echo because back then it was Echo Mist or something. So I did try to disguise myself, and it was always in canyons because that's still and always will be my favorite map. But they still managed to find me, and people saw, of course, PBUV chasing this Echo person around, and I had the Oculus Rift S headset. The microphone would glitch out, it cuts, it does this weird scary noise. You can search the noise up on YouTube actually, but it sounds a bit terrifying. So when you would see this, of course me disguised as Echo, using the Rift S headset, making all these noises, I guess people saw that, and with PBBB chasing me, it kind of replicated itself, and I only found out about that when it came back to Gorilla Tag after that whole situation.
That's so crazy. It's so funny that like a whole ghost and everything basically just came out of that hectic situation for you. It's kind of a cool like evolution of something bad turning into something kind of cool.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. So here's something I really want to like let the viewers know, because I don't think like I have mentioned that I was going to interview you to a couple people, and they were like, a lot of people are like, oh, that's so cool right away. And then I had a few people that are like, wait, who's that? And as soon as I explained to them who you are, they're like, oh my God. So give me like a little rundown of like your career and like involvement in like J-Man's community and stuff.
Well, I guess when the start of it, I joined jmancurly's Discord, and then I actually ended up leaving it because I'm like, this place sucks, the moderators aren't helping, so I left. I came back eventually, of course, and it was a bit better. I started making art for jmancurly, all this fan art stuff, because I was an artist back then. My career at the time was to do a Bachelor of Animation. That's changed now, of course, but yeah, so I started out doing fan art for him, and he really liked it. I became one of his artists, putting art up on the Discord, changing Discord server profile. What else was it? I think he eventually contacted me once the team agreed to have me as a moderator. So that was the next step, of course. He added me after I was doing fan art, and then I became a moderator. I was more just studying at the time, so it was fine to do. I wasn't working or anything, so I was just doing moderation, and he came up with this idea to have me as his, personal assistant, I think was the proper role for it. We waited a bit, and then of course, 2 years ago, or I think start of last year, he hired me, and I would just help him with whatever he needed, and then I would, of course, be a head moderator for his server, so take care of the staff team, take care of the server, take care of events, all that fun stuff. It was really fun, but yeah, that was kind of the whole gist of it. I became really close with him. I got to know VNT, got to know Eric. I got to know like a whole bunch of creators through it, and I'm so happy that I was able to be in, of course, a few jmancurly videos. It was really fun, but yeah, that's kind of the whole jmancurly bit.
That's awesome. It's very impressive the work that you used to do for the community, because like I've said this before, but the jmancurly community is not just the jmancurly community. It is literally like the Gorilla Tag community at large just tended to congregate there. And it's amazing to be like you went from just being somebody who joined and was curious, and then became involved in the art scene, which your art is very cool. I've always been a big fan.
Thank you.
And then to moderate and run all of the stuff that makes a community like, fun and enjoyable for everybody in it, like, that's amazing. That's so cool.
Yeah. And there was a period of time where, like, I think J-Man just needed a break. So the Discord was really, really quiet. It was dying just a little bit, and like I was the head moderator at the time and still his personal assistant. I was just really dedicated to make sure whilst he was taking like the break from a Discord and whatever, I just wanted to get events out. I wanted to keep the community together and active, and it really boosted up, and I was really happy about that. So I'm really glad I was able to do that whilst he was, having his break.
You did all of that community and Gorilla Tags community a huge service, keeping all that going, and yeah. So I thank you for all of that, because I'm sure a lot of people have been very well affected by that, and you kept it going.
Yeah, I've heard.
Definitely have a lot of respect for what you've done for those communities over time.
Thank you.
Being that you've done a lot of like cool video and like different community events and like times where, or even mini games on my streams and stuff that you've been a part of.
That's right.
How do you keep cool under pressure when like it comes down to the wire and you are actually just like going full force in the game?
If you got to stay positive with that stuff, because the more positivity you have, the more chances of winning you actually have as well. I've learned that from sports and all the other games I would play as well.
Nice. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So you make a lot of content, and I don't know if you've been making as much recently, but I know you're streaming a lot. What kind of advice would you give to people that want to pursue similar things or just want to make content the way you do?
I would say make it your own and just stay consistent, because that's definitely a downfall with a lot of channels. That's advice I've also gotten from VMC and J-Man as well. Stay consistent, make it your own, because if you're always stealing content and ideas from other people, somebody's obviously going to pick it up and they're going to call you out for it. And if you're not consistent with videos, you can beat yourself down and you're not going to see results as well. So those two are definitely really important.
I don't know. In the time that we've known each other, you used to come hang out in my streams way more often than I ever would expect. And that was awesome.
Yeah.
What's your favorite mini game that, like, in general, but also what's like maybe your favorite one that we used to do on my stream?
Ooh, I would either say hide and seek, or we did monkey on the shelf, I think a few times. I think those two are probably my favorite.
Heck yeah, I love monkey on the shelf way too much.
It's so fun.
I'm actually like so hyped that there is OG Caves back, because one of my other favorite mini games was always crates. And when they took it away, it doesn't work the same in the new one. The new map is cool, but like OG Caves, there's a certain appeal to the way the tunnels are set up and stuff that just made crates so fun.
Yeah, it used to be so fun. I'm so happy they brought the caves back. That was the best. Yeah.
So besides Gorilla Tag and Flight Simulator, what's like your favorite game that you play?
Oh, I am obsessed with Overwatch 2 at the moment.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I actually saw you and VMT, I think we're playing it.
Yeah, and Elliot did try playing it, but that didn't work out.
I've been doing this thing. The last two interviews, I interviewed Meatball VR, who he is amazing. Yeah. He is so funny.
Yeah.
And very chill, actually. I challenged him to an obstacle course and totally kicked his butt by a mile. Not at all.
Yeah.
But and then I interviewed Jolene, and I kicked their butt, but only by a little bit, and I swear it was pure luck, because they were actually very, very, very good at Gorilla Tag, to the point where
I've seen.
I was really feeling the pressure. I was like, oh my god, I'm out of shape right now. This is not going to go well. I did have a competitive team for a short time.
Yes, I remember that.
Not that I ever actually competed, but all right, let's go take a look. Oh, yeah. And actually, before we get too far, let me thank you again for taking this time to interview, because this is so awesome, and It's like really cool.
No worries.
Just say hey again and see what's up.
Yeah, it's been way too long.
The obstacle course is really cool because when you get to the end, there's a bell, and whoever rings the bell first, it will put your name on a banner and say that you won.
Oh, what? Okay.
And there's something, I don't know if you know this feature, but here, fist bump me.
Whoa. What the heck?
The power of friendship.
Whoa.
No.
Wait. What happened? What did I do? That's so cool.
I'll let you do the countdown, but this is for all the big money. Whoever wins is the champion forever.
Alright, I'm on 5%, so if I disconnect, I guess you automatically win.
Yeah, definitely. I'll take that forfeit.
Alright. Let me suss out the scene. Hang on. Alright, cool, alright.
Just a heads up. The purple part is slippery.
Yeah? Oh, okay. Thank you. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
No! False start.
What? Oh, God.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna win. Definitely.
Oh.
No! Oh, you fell too, thank goodness. Our skill levels are similar. No, I look back to see where you went. That slippery part is the best worst part. The best worst part.
The best worst part.
No. Yes. Are you serious? I landed on the dang roof. Oh my gosh, good game. Echo won. Good job. You're the first one to beat me. You are the champion. High five.
That's so cool. Thank you.
Yo, thanks again for doing this interview. It was super fun and awesome to catch up.
Of course, it was so fun.
All right, peace out.